Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Alley. We are live on MARKET.live official. Back for another Wednesday, little hump day, and we're doing a live hair tutorial today. It's been a minute since we've done hair. I am really excited because I feel like I'm bringing back a tool that I've used for years and years and years. It's like one of those tools that hangs out in your drawer all the time. And every time you reach for it, you're reminded of like why it's so amazing. So if you guys have watched my previous lives, we've done a lot of makeup, we've done a lot of hair care, but today is all about the tools. So we're covering the InStyler. I am super stoked. This is a all year round hair must-have tool, if that makes sense. It's one of those tools that can defy the odds when it comes to humidity, which is huge. Now, I was just in Florida. I actually brought this with me because, again, like I said, it's one of those tools I've used forever, but sometimes you forget. You know, you have so many things and you're like, and I brought it with me on my trip, and it's so humid. I was there for the weekend just to see my family. And I was like, let me just play with it because it's been a minute. And I was reminded of why it's so amazing. And it's one of those tools that I'm always going to travel with now because it does everything. You know, you want to air dry your hair and then style your hair really easy. I'm also just starting with like naturally dried hair right now. It's 3 days old. So if you're like me and you love to just live on dry shampoo, it's just something I do now. I'm really into lazy girl styles. So this is really cool because you can be a lazy girl but get really good um like good what's the word I'm looking for? Like results, style. It's hard, you know, sometimes to really make it look like you put in the effort. This is going to cut your time in half. It's also going to make it look like you had a salon style blowout. And there's lots of options. This is the 1.25. Feel like I'm jumping right in. So if you guys have questions about the tool, Emma just said, I love my InStyler. Emma, tell us why you love it because I want to know. And there's 4 different styles you can get from this, or like kind of like 4 different benefits. So I use it for like that bombshell blowout, which I think we're gonna demo today. You can also just do a straight and shiny look. You can do classic curls. You can do volume and root smoothing. So let's say you have like texture at your root, or if you're like me, sometimes I go to bed with wet hair and I wake up and I'm like, oh, probably should have styled my hair last night, or it was too wet. I didn't wear my kitsch like scrunchie to bed. That's in previous lives too. But it's really like just there's so many uses, and that's what Emma just said. Just so uses. It's so true. You can perfect your hair, and you can also just make waves for days. So we're gonna do a little live demo. I don't know. Today I was like, what do we want to talk about? And I joke that we all such a topic of discussion because the weather is so bipolar here in the Northeast. And I'm so happy I took a quick trip to Florida because I really need some sun. Okay, guys, vitamin D is a thing. It just gives you a day in the sun. So I think we need to force ourselves to get out. Even if it's chilly, just go for a walk. I was reminded of like how much that helps me mentally. It's so great. Just getting outside. And we did have the change of we had a daylight savings time, which I thought was good. So at least it's not super, it's like still light out, you know, 6 o'clock now. But anyway, we always end up talking about this, but it's because it's cold everywhere right now. I don't know what's going on. Ella just said, I need some sun. It's so rainy here. I agree. I woke up today and I'm like, I did my workout at 8 a.m. That's another thing that can get you out of the house. Like, what do you guys do to get yourself up and out of the house in the morning? Because some days it's a total struggle and we just have to kind of go with it. But the spring is around the corner. I saw this funny TikTok today about like in 3 months from now we'll be sitting on a beach. It'll be warm and like 3 months is a long time. No, but we're in the home stretch. Like we've made it through the worst of the months. But anyway, we'll continue to talk about the weather because I feel really strongly about it. And then you guys write into and let me know if you are familiar with the InStyler because that is the star of the show today. And this is a rotating iron. So if you guys haven't, this is like the OG. Now this is a more advanced version of the original. I'm super impressed, but this is the 1.25 barrel. So I like bigger curls, pretty much for everyday styling, but it rotates for you. So you've got like this brush, right? And it's tourmaline, so it's really good for your hair. It has an automatic shut off. Oh, that is huge. The fact that it has an automatic shut off, I've had this on. I have to make sure it's still on. You know, the days where this is bringing back so much PTSD from when I was in middle school. And I would use the straightener, kind of like the one we'll show you guys with the Cerasilk, but this is way more advanced. But I would have like that really cheap, I think it was called a Wigo straightener. It was like not good. And I would use it and then I would leave it on. And my dad would be like, your straightener was left on. Like, I found it in your room. And it's so funny because I just always used to wish that they had an automatic shut off. So if you guys are one of those people that can't remember to unplug things, automatic shut off, we love it. You've got just this automatic swivel. So it really just does the work for you. And you put your hair in. You can honestly start anyway. Ella said I was always so worried about that. Seriously, it's definitely something I always worry about. But what I love about this is you just kind of like, it just feeds your hair, if that's the word I'm looking for. It just kind of like glides through your hair really gently. Because I'm blonde and I have a lot of breakage. Like I'm due for a cut right now. But I like running this over my ends because it almost like mends my ends and makes them look a little less scraggly. So I start at the root and I just kind of like push some, you pretty much just clamp it like this, right? And you can kind of start to curl inward. And what I like about it is, so it just gives you like a really pretty style. It just kind of like flips your hair in. It looks like you got it blown out at the hair salon. And it's kind of crease proof, which is hard to do with certain tools. Curling iron is one of them. If you want to create some sort of like a flip and you're not fast enough with that curling iron, like you could really end up with a big nice grease that doesn't go away. So this is what's cool about this tool is it just glides effortlessly and you just twist and curl in. You can go as slow or as fast as you want, but it just twists the hair, gives it a nice kind of like style. My hair's just kind of air dried right now and it's 2 days old. So the cool thing about this too is you could still style hair that doesn't have to be like freshly blown out. Now, let's say I wanted to do it like a flip outwards. Now I could just flip it around and go like this. If we're looking for more of that like flipped out style. Miranda says hi. Eddie just joined. Love it. Hi guys. Welcome to All Things Alley. Today we're talking all things hair. A topic I love and I wish we did. You know, it's hard every week when we're like, what do we want to cover? And I've been trying to get this live to go live for a while. So the product's been hanging out and I took it on my trip this weekend and I was like, this is the best tool for traveling. Because if you're looking to really cut, like I have a suitcase, it's always a carry-on. When we go to Florida, my in-laws live there. I have to fit everything in this carry-on because my husband, he just doesn't believe in checking a bag. It's not a thing. And it is easier. And I always make it like a game now. How can I fit all this stuff in one suitcase? You have to pick one hair tool. And that's always the problem. It's like, do I give up the blow jar? Do I give up the tool? What do I do? So I love bringing this. And this is what I brought this weekend because one, I wanted to play around with it because it had been a minute since I've used it. But I've used this for years, like years and years and years. And now this is like the updated version, which is super chic, amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I'm instantly reminded of why this tool is so awesome. And it is so small and so easy to just throw in your bag, fits anywhere, and you instantly look more polished. I always feel like, now correct me if I'm wrong, you guys might not agree, but I feel like if my hair looks nice, I can just roll with my hair being done and like I don't have to do anything else. It's like makeup or hair. So if my hair looks like polished, the rest of me can be disheveled. I don't know. Is that just crazy thought? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I always feel like one part of me has to feel complete. So it's nice to just look in the mirror and be like, oh, my hair looks good today. I didn't do a full face of makeup, but I feel good. It's like self care. And I always say that we do lifestyle. This is like lifestyle. What is it? Lifestyle, love, makeup, hair. It's the things I love. And I feel like it's really important to like put your best face forward every single day and do those little things that make you feel really confident. Because I feel like confidence is what makes you feel like you can go out, conquer the dang world, you know? So I feel like doing a little something for yourself is a good way to do that. And I lean into my routines to get that. I don't know. So hair is one of those things. Makes me feel makes me feel like I did something for myself. Now, let's just say I said this earlier too, but if you have texture at your roots, like maybe your curly hair and you use a straightener and you're always pulling and tugging and you feel like once you straighten it, you can't undo it. The cool thing about this tool is that you could start at your root and you could literally straighten your hair at the root, but it's still like moldable for future styles. So if I wanted to like curl this tomorrow or take my straightener, my Cerasilk by InStyler and use that, I could. It's still like, I don't know if that makes sense. It's workable, it's manageable, it still feels like hair. It's just a good way to set your style for the week too. If you're someone that likes to keep your style going, like me, where I'm like, I try to do my wash, I don't know, every like 2 days, 3 days. So it's really cool when I'm trying to extend the style to be able to have like a hot tool that can work with me in between the dry shampoo days. This is definitely one of those tools. So I'll show you guys again on this side. And my hair is naturally kind of wavy, but it's also kind of like styleless. So I have to do something with it. And I just start at my base and curl in. You just get this nice curl. If you have layers, it just does wonders for your layers. Maria says, oh, I need this for sure in all caps. Love that. Why do you feel like you need it, Maria? Because I feel like there's lots of uses for this. It also adds a lot of shine to the hair. So you've got like one-way rotations. You're not flipping it. You don't have to change the direction. It's really user friendly, which I think is huge. And you can set it on two heat settings. So you have the lower heat setting and you have the higher heat setting. So you could go up to as hot as 410 degrees, which is hot. You don't always need it to be that hot. But lots of options. And you can do waves, you can do curls. It's like unlike any other style tool. It makes life so easy. And if you have those friends that are like, no, no, I can't use a straightener, it's too confusing, or I can't use a straightener, I can't undo it and do it and do what I did. Because you know how straightener kind of locks in the style, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes we want something that's workable, if that makes sense. But you just get this really pretty effortless curl, kind of like the way, you know, when your hairstylist does it and you're like, I'll never have it look like that. You leave and you try to maintain that style for 3 days because you're like, it's just never going to look like what they do at the salon. I think this is the closest thing to getting that salon style blowout. And you can let your hair air dry. You don't even have to double do it with the heat because you could literally do this at home and air dry your hair so that you're not like blow drying and then styling. So there's double heat. It's just one. So this is the hair that wasn't done. This is the hair that was just done. So pretty, so effortless. I like it for my bangs because it's got a lot of more freedom. Just get that curled in. Pretty look. And my hair just looks a little bit more polished than this side. This is the side we didn't do yet, you know? And we're going for like that straight, sleek, bombshell kind of blowout vibe. Throw a little dry shampoo, throw a little, what am I thinking of? Hairspray. You're good to go. So that's our demo on this side. I'm going to start this side too, but if you guys have questions, write in. I feel like we have a lot going on in the chat. A lot of people are into this tool. Have you used it before? What are your hair goals? And when you go into a new season, do you change your hair regimen? I always feel like I have to switch up like my shampoo and conditioner and things like that. Maria said, "Did you say it has auto shut off?" Yes, huge. Huge that it has auto shut off. So the fact that this will shut off on its own after a period of time is phenomenal because like I said, I'm having PTSD from being 14 years old, 14 years old in my bedroom, in my bathroom, straightening my hair and leaving it on, and just coming home and being like, I really hope my dad didn't see that. My mom didn't see that. There's like a giant burn hole in your dresser wood because it was left out all day. Like, the cool thing about this is there's an auto shut off. So if you're someone that's like a busy mom or you're just forgetful, like I have those days where I'm like, well, can't always remember it all, right? I'm telling you guys, I would text my dad. I mean, what did I have? Like, do you know, remember the T9 text? I guess that's what I had because I was in like eighth or ninth grade. I had one of those flip phones. It was like a Sprint Nextel phone. And I would be like, please check the straightener. Please, I'm so sorry. I need you to go home. I think I left it on. Did I? Didn't I? So the beauty of auto shut off is that you don't have to worry about it because it'll shut off after a period of time. You don't have to worry about it. My our producer said, "Your poor dad." No, really, guys. I put him through it, and then my sister, who's 6 years younger than me, just put him through it all over again. So, and my mom. So, what are you gonna do? You got to get ready in the morning. And I just laugh because I always feel like I spent more time getting ready then than I do now. Like when you're 14, 15, you're like allowed to start wearing makeup, kind of like learning how to do your hair. I don't know, you're experimenting with it all, and it's just so funny. And the tools were just not as good back then either. Like the damage that I used to cause on my hair, it's terrifying. It's literally terrifying when I think about what tools I used to use and what I used to do. There was another style, I don't even know what you would call it, but like you would take hair gel, like your dad's got to be what was it called? Got to be glued or something, or got to be. It was this big giant gel hair. I don't even know. It smelled. You can still smell it. And I would use, no lie, like a half a cup of this gel, and I would put it in wet hair and just scrunch my hair and like let it air dry, and it looked like it was still wet. And that was honestly a style back then. It was either that or like your super straight pin straight hair until your hair just all fell off. We've definitely advanced since then. Nancy said, I would always leave the clothing iron on and my dad would freak. Yes. There's also, we would try to straight iron with our clothing iron too. You lay on the floor, and, like put your hair out and have your friend straighten it for you. I think about that and I'm like, how did we not burn off all our hair? It's so bad. It's so bad, guys. So thank God the tools have gotten more advanced. Now let's just say you want to have more curl on the ends because I always think that looks really pretty. You can like hold this because it just rotates for you. So instead of pulling and tugging on the hair, it's just pulling that curl for you. And the more you hold, the longer, like the more heat it gives. So it will give you a little bit more style. I think it's always pretty to have a flipped out end, but you see how like these are the ends that haven't been touched. I mean, if we could separate it. And they just look sad and kind of dead because I need some a haircut. It's been 2 months, I'm due. So I like to kind of fake it and make it look like they're a little bit healthier by just adding, it's crazy because you add heat to it, but it still makes it look like really healthy and really pretty. Gigi says hi. Affinity joined the show. Oh, cool. I'm seeing some people that I see often. If you guys are new here, welcome. This is All Things Allie. Thanks for hanging with us. Brianna joined too. Gigi says hi. I love that name, Gigi. So cool. I wonder if it's short for anything. So I'll just show you guys how I would hold this just to get more of a curl, more of a style. And just kind of get like a cleaner end, right? So it's a really pretty flipped out curl. Got a lot of freedom with this tool. And I also hate I have like some calyx in my hair. Short for Gigi. I love it. I love that name. Okay, so I'm gonna start at my root and pull out. Let me just show you guys how much curl and shine you get. It's really fast. I'm not burning or tugging at my hair at all. That's what I think I love most about this tool. You're not pulling on any of your hair. It's still, your hair, you're keeping that integrity of the hair, which I think is really important because there's so many things that can cause damage and you just want to be really careful. And let's talk about how much hair we can fit in here too. So I have like 2 whole sections. Look how pretty and shiny. It just brings it back to life so much more. And I'm a blonde, so it is hard to get that shine all the time. And that shine back to the hair, I feel like, because it can get so dull, especially in the winter months. Oh, my extension cord just fell. Oh, so did my Windex. Okay. Another chore. What do I have to do today? I have to clean my makeup brushes. Why does that always feel like it's a chore? It's like vacuuming. I do it once a week. It takes me forever, but I'm staring at them because they're over here and they're dirty. I gotta do it. Gotta remember. Okay, so we're nearing the end, and I also love that you get these like lifted, volumized curls from this tool too. Oh, I love this. Our producer always reminds me when I say I have to do something, he always says you get to. Thank you for that check. He's always checking me in. He's like a big brother, telling me how to live a better life. You get to do things. Amen. We get to do things. I will remember that. Thank you, John Rizzo. You're the best. Okay, so we're gonna finish the look here. What if also you're into just like a high pony and you want to keep your hair up in a pony, or you don't feel like actually styling all of your hair? You could literally just throw it in a pony and just style the front pieces with the tool too. So it's something you'd probably want to leave out on your dresser, as that tool you use most of the time. So instead of being like me, don't forget about this gem of a tool, guys. It's amazing. And it rotates for you. So I said this earlier, but it doesn't pull or tug on your hair. And that is what I love most about it. So you're limiting the amount of damage you're getting. And you can also flip it out. So let's just say we wanted to go this way with the hair. We could go this way. I don't know. Maybe you're into that, like, what would that be? 70s? I don't know. I was really into that style for a period of time too, with like the flipped out layers around the face. Super pretty. Hold on. I just lost my chat. Where are we? Chat box. Okay. Kevin says hi. Hey, Kevin. What's up? Let me know what you guys are doing this weekend. I feel like I'm seeing my family all weekend, which I'm excited about because it's been a minute. I saw my in-laws last weekend. We're gonna see my dad's side, my mom's side. It's gonna be fun. I hope the weather's nice. Every weekend I feel like, let's go. Let's get there. Spring. My dad's gonna open his pool soon. I'm like, I guess in a month, right? In May. April's one of those really weird months. Also, my friend posted about if you guys are close to the Northeast or you have allergies. My friend's like, let's remember that these 2 weeks, like the end of March, first week of April, they are the only time of year that we can enjoy it without that sneaky green, I want to call it poison. The pollen is poison for me because I will be from now till summer, like my eyes get watery. I can't really wear mascara because I feel like it always just falls down my face because all I'm doing is crying all day because my allergies are so bad. It's Claritin season again. So anyway, these 2 weeks, I really am hoping that it gets a little bit warmer and the sun comes out because it really is the only time of year I can open my windows and enjoy it before it's like pollen city. If anyone else feels me, allergies in the Northeast are no joke. And I feel like they change every year, but I still stay true to that pollen. You take these beautiful walks outside, and you come back and you can't breathe. It's not ideal, but we do our best. We do our best. Another tool I do want to mention, because this is a part of that, like it's a part of the installer family, but this is called the Cerasilk. Obviously, I'm not demoing with this today because we wanted the star of the show, the original installer. But this is our Cerasilk straightening iron. So if you are like a diehard straightening girl, guy, whatever, this is a great, like one of the most high grade straightening irons I've used. I'm really picky when it comes to straightening. It can be so damaging. This has a really good technology that doesn't pull, it doesn't tug, it also doesn't burn your hair. And it gives you this comb to kind of add as a glide. So you can remove that. It's a clip-on styling comb. I like it for my hair. Just kind of keeps it nice and straight and pretty when I want that really sleek, straight look. It's ceramic heaters, super professional, super high grade. And then you've got an LED temperature. So you have a couple different options when it comes to that heat setting. Automatic shut off. Thank you, installer. You get it. You get it. We need that automatic shut off, especially when it comes to a straightener, because this is what brings back memories, guys. Please turn off your straightener. Don't forget. But I love this straightener for so many reasons. If you're someone in the market, I feel like everyone's always got to have a good straightener. So that's this guy. And then, of course, we're covering the installer. So this is our star of the show. It's our rotating iron, rotating ceramic iron, super high grade. This is the tool I've been using for years and years. And I want to get a close-up shot. So this is what it looks like. You just put your hair in, all shapes, all sizes. This is the 1.25 barrel. This is in my store, my TikTok shop on MARKET.live official. Also, guys, this tool was like sold out on their website forever. So I'm just saying, the fact that we have it is really huge. And easy to use, user friendly. You don't need a tool that is super hard to use and confusing and has like user error. It needs to be simple. We have enough things in our life that can be difficult, and your hair regimen should not be one of them. It should be really easy. I also like to use it at the crown of my head. If I'm looking to get volume, you could kind of have it hang out there. I always feel like when I'm looking in the mirror, I'm backwards. Okay. So if you want the curl to come inwards, you want that brush side to be towards your head. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to go slower because I want to get that lift. I want to just put some of that heat right here. And then I'll pull through. Just get a little bit more volume at the root, which is always nice because I'm a big volume girl. Love anything that gives us a little volume. Tiffany says, I feel like we need to fire up the grill this weekend. Me too. I love a good barbecue. That's what I'm excited for. Summertime barbecue, summertime pool, summertime beach. Ugh, I'm just waiting for it. I really think the time has come. We've done our winter. We've had our winter. We've paid our dues. And everybody is dealing with some sort of cold right now. No matter what climate you're in, even our Cali team, it's not the warmest. So I feel like I talk about the weather a lot, but it's a big topic, kind of helps dictate how we're feeling, So that was the installer, guys. If you like what you see, check out the store. We have lots of my favorite things on the All Things Alley storefront, TikTok shop, MARKET.live official. So be sure to check it out. If you guys like what you see, write, comment, follow, give us feedback. We love it. All right, so I'll be back next week, same time, same place, something new. Thank you for joining, and have a great rest of your week, guys. We're more than halfway through, so let's do this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.